All right, guys, let's talk about LAES, one of the most volatile stocks and one of the most rewarding stocks I've seen out there. I've alerted this one, a little bit ago, back in January 8th, on this setup here on the daily chart. I just want to go over things here as, this has been a monster gain, and whenever you see an uptrend like this, like if you see price hitting my upper counter channel, you should have these settings in my Discord. But basically, when price pierces it, it's very bullish. We look for the EMA 50 to be at the bottom. And then at that point, we just wait for entries. Price got super duper close to this EMA 10. If it touched this 10, I would have taken an entry. We always take EMA 10 and 50. Price didn't get there, so no problem. But then again, we hit this upper band. We made a massive move. But then we came down to this EMA 10 and had this massive pump, right? Right here was literally 54% in one day. This stock is literally insane. I love it. I love the volatility. But then we come back down again. We get very close to this 50, make this big pump right in here, and do 92%. So people ask me, why only the 10 and the 50? Based on lots of back tests, it's been the biggest bounces you get, and you look for that next demand zone. Like if price skips the 5 and goes to the 10, you usually get a dead cat bounce, or you just make a new high. So the ways I play this is we skip the 5, we go to the 10. So there's going to be bound to be some type of support around that area, and you can usually see that right in here. Look at this strong support where this initially hit this, broke out of this candle, and it acted as support here. Same thing scenario here. And that's really what we're looking for. Is we want to look for we want to look for a sell-off, and then we want to see algos take it up, all right? So this was a nice play here. I noticed we barely missed it, and that's okay. That's why you do it slightly above, but this does not count as an EMA 50 touch, right? So we come back up, and then we come immediately back down. This is not a bad trade to take again, as, since we never touched it here. And look at this right in here. We have another 54%. Our stop loss is always usually around 15%, and you just kind of like judge it from there. If you're down 15% on the trade, then it's just probably not working out, and you can see you give yourself some wiggle room below this 50, and then with the 10. I'd like to see a daily candle close under my EMAs. So you see how these are wicks? None of these count. I have to see a body of a candle below the 50. If I see a body, then I know there's weakness. So yeah, LAES, as of this now, if you're looking at this, I would not play it on the EMA 50. You only play it one time when it physically touches. This was not a physical touch, so that's why you could potentially play it again. I am looking at the weekly candle, and I do like what I see here. This is EMA 50 at the very bottom. If I see price, this is the only time I'm going to play it again. You can make massive money on this. If I see price touching this EMA 50 on a weekly candle, I'm going to take this trade, okay? I think this is very bullish. I like the company. At 2.46 it's at right now. Keep in mind, this is going to go up every time weeks goes by. So we're having a new week coming in. So this was 239 to 246. So expect this to go in the 260 range. So I'm not saying that's going to happen, anytime soon. But with how LAES have been moving, this thing did go from $11 to $3. I don't think going from 4 to 260 is going to be hard to do if it does decide to dump. So I just want to keep this chart in here. I want to, make this video ahead of time so you guys are aware of how I'm playing different time frames, okay? If you play this on the daily, you have made monster returns. You have made over 50% on this level, you made over 100% on this level, and another 50% on this level. 3 times it has won, and if you take it again, who gives a rip if you have a 15% stop loss and it hits it? But remember, if I do play it, I need to see a weekly candle close with a body below it, not no wick, okay? I'll probably do 15 to 20% stop loss from there if it does go to that area. But as of now, it's just being patient. Just be patient with LAES. This is a lot of hype on it. There's a lot of volume. 60 million volume last Friday. There's a lot of demand for this stock. A stock that hits my upper band and maintains and staircases up, that's very hard to do. These are sell zones. I don't recommend buying it up in these areas, and that's why I say we wait for the retest pattern. A lot of you guys know about Fibonacci retracements. A lot of this stuff is based on that. So, an easy way to do it is I make it so beginner friendly, plot some EMAs, look for the EMA skipping strategy, look for the higher values, and we make massive returns. So you might ask, well, what profit target should I make? Because I've seen 50%, I've seen a 100% gain on LAES. I'm very conservative. For this kind of stock, I would aim for higher margins. I would aim for at least 15%. Usually it's always 10%, but for a stock like this that moves 10% in a blink of an eye, I would do 15%, and then I take some off the table, hold the rest of my shares at break even. And then if it goes up 30%, I take more off the table. You know, you get the idea. 50% more off the table. And I just keep holding my shares, upping my stop loss. Everyone has a method to their madness. This is how I look at the chart here. A lot of people will be looking at this and be like, oh, this is very bearish because now look at the chart. I mean, look at the trend line here. You know, we're making higher... Our highs are, you know, higher low now, and the lower, you know, a lower low is happening. And me, in my opinion, this is a perfect area for a bull flag to happen. I don't think this is that bearish. In my opinion, I think we had this move up, and we need a retest down. Why are we bouncing on the levels that I'm predicting? And you know, this is obviously where bulls are coming in, right? You know, this is insane returns. If you put $1,000 in and you're making 93% in literally a day, that's insane, right? So a lot of people are, you know, be like, okay, well what? Explain that. I think it's still bullish. Until I'm proven otherwise, and if this weekly candle goes below this area, then sure, because now I have this nice, beautiful trend line acting as support. We have this nice high. Of course, price is going to retest down. I mean, that's going to happen. It's made a monster move. What do you expect this price to keep going up? So when you look at basic chart patterns, this is definitely very bullish. I don't know why a lot of people are saying this is looking bearish other than just saying, oh yeah, higher low now. I mean, sure, but till I'm proven otherwise, this is a bull flag happening for me. I think this is going to go up massive. So I'm going to see on this EMA 50. Of course, I want to get very precise entries. I'm not just going to randomly throw a dot on the chart here. So I'm going to wait for that. I see this EMA 50 finally is at the bottom on the weekly chart. And that's going to be a really big level, okay? So hope you guys like this analysis. This is my analysis on LAES. I like the company. I like the volume. I think this can make you massive returns. Obviously have a risk plan in motion. If it goes below 15% on the weekly EMA 50, then yes, I would look to stop out. But, you know, we've had very good success with this strategy and with a lot of other tickers. A lot of the other tickers I'm in right now has made monster returns. For example, CTM was one of my highlights last week. What happened? Same analysis as LAES, guys. We hit this upper band, hit the 10, and we made monster returns on the 10 of 47%. And then on the 50, we made a 95% return. Those are the kind of returns you're going to get. Of course, I'm not going to say I'm making the whole thing. I'm taking my gains out at 10% target, and I'm holding some at break even. I got this one at around 68 cents. I'm having my shares at break even. I'm trailing stopping this. If this thing goes all the way to $3, I'm going to be very thankful I've held some. And that's the same setup that I'm seeing on here. You can look at the best companies that I'm liking here. Look at that. Why did KUL bounce? It bounced right here on the 50. It bounced here right here on the 10. I can go over and over again on these setups that I've taken and how profitable they have been. Right in here, upper band, come back to the 10, had this beautiful bounce. We're always taking gains at least 10%, and this is giving us plenty of margin to get that and holding the rest at break even. Right in here, we're waiting for that next setup to happen. So I let you guys to see, you know, just because a stock pulls up back doesn't mean it's bearish. A lot of people are saying that, you know, higher lows, this is forming a downtrend. I don't see a downtrend. That EMA 50 is acting as strong support. There's no, you know, algos are looking at that level. Do I physically see a daily candle close below or weekly candle now close below this EMA 50, then I will say it is downtrending. Until I've not seen that, I'm not going to say that because that will be misleading people. Right in here, we see long lower wicks. Look at that, 40% gains. Look at these entries that we're getting. Long lower wicks, a 74% return. This stock right here is a stock that can change your life and rinse and repeat your account, right? This can make you massive money. So that's the daily chart. I'm looking at 2 different time frames, okay? Daily, weekly, you guys can use what you like, but this is basically a Fibonacci retracement trade. Stock goes up big, it pulls back. We look for the areas of interest. Me, it's the EMA 10 and the 50. It's worked in very nice. I looked for those skipping the EMAs. It skipped the 5, so I play the 10. Skips the 20, so I play the 50. Those are high value. That's where, you know, when we get massive percentage increases down, like if we went from almost $8 and go all the way down to 318, you better expect a bounce to happen on those high crucial areas. And that's why we're getting those massive returns. Okay, so this strategy works in any amount of account. This strategy works insanely well. I can show you examples, but it'll take me so long of all, how often this has worked. But all my trades are posted in my Discord. You can see the proof. You can see the accuracy. You can see exactly how I'll say I'm buying, such and such at this amount, and I'm taking profit when I hit 10%. I have a risk and plan, and I just keep rinsing and repeating. It works. Just understand that losses can happen. That's just part of trading, okay? But if you join the premium Discord, if you want to, you guys are going to love it. You're going to see the strategy. I always update my strategies as I go. My day trading strategy is my favorite, and I would love to show you that too. But hit the link down below in YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say, join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. If you want to subscribe, hit how to subscribe, and you can read about how to subscribe. But basically, you just hit day trade alerts right up in here on the subscriptions tab, and you'll have access to my swing trades and day trades for only $12 a month. It's not going to cost you $50, $100, and even more than that than what a lot of servers charge. And I know that because I've been in that, and I was still a losing trader because I had no idea why I'm taking the trades. What you're seeing right here is an example of why I would take a trade of LAES, and I post that in the Discord, and I find these plays for you. I have a screener that goes over, and I manually sift through these things, and I try to find because no screener can really find this, so I have to put watch lists up. And when I see it meets my criteria, I have a whole watch list. Right now, you see I have 66 stocks that I'm watching. And when the market opens, I look for stock patterns like this. And when it happens, I say, hey guys, this is a potential buy opportunity. And you can see all throughout my swing trade alerts, I post images and everything, and a lot of these are making massive returns. Okay, it's life-changing money. But hit the day trade alert, and now give you access to my swing trades and day trades for only $12 a month. You guys won't regret it. You're gonna love my day trading strategy. It's gonna make you very profitable. It's gonna make you understand, like, wow, I've been doing day trading wrong this whole time, and this is a really nice strategy. You can read about the memberships I offer in the server shop. I recommend the Day and Swing Trading Plus. Your name will be in gold, and the main thing is too is you're gonna have my live streams. I do live streams. Try to do it like every day. You'll see it right here in this tab. I do mentorships and all that. But I hope you guys like this analysis on LAES. This right here is technical analysis that has worked. It has made me consistently money. You'll see this over and over again. Don't be worried about, the bears telling you, oh, okay, yeah, this is this stock is going down and down and down. If you get precise entries, that's what matters. And that's what I'm looking at. This is basically on getting the dips and selling the rips. And this is how you find a nice quality stock that's uptrending. It's definitely uptrending. Anyone that can't see this is proven wrong. You can see right in here, we're making, this could be the lower low before we retest the new highs, a lot of people will see this and be like, oh, but what about this? Don't worry about that. That's what all stocks do. They that's a bull flag forming. Every time you go for a run, you have to cool down, get a water. And that's what stocks are doing too. This had a massive move. We went from, 30 cents to $11. Let the stock cool down. That's not bad. Okay, to me, that's bullish, So it cools down, and we're going to make a next leg up here. I'm watching the weekly candle. Everything looks bullish. Everything's looking good. We hit the EMA 50, massive move. EMA 50, massive move. It's acting as strong support. Me personally, I'm not going to play the daily EMA 50 again. I am going to look for this last area because I only play it one time. So my last area is the EMA 50 on the weekly. And if it just doesn't maintain that area, then I will change my mind. But I have a very clear risk and reward, and already making massive money, so it doesn't matter. So hope you guys like this analysis. Give it a like, subscribe, comment. I try to keep it very simple, try to keep it very concise that everyone understands. If you guys are trying to figure this out and be still confused, join the Discord. I will do mentorships, group classes. We find these stocks all the time on how to make massive money. The goal is always 10%, so we make sure we lock that in and then get rid of the emotions in the trading, and then just trail and stop it. Anything after 10% is a cherry on top of the ice cream. But we never want to let a green trade go red, so that's why we lock in those gains. All right, guys, hope to see you in the Discord. It's an amazing community. You can read the testimonies. A lot of people have been making massive money doing it. But click the like button, subscribe, comment, and I'll make another video on stocks I like. Peace out.